Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. This is my first video of an amusement park from RollerCoaster Tycoon 3. And it fits very well with the upcoming occasion, Halloween. This park is called the Fright Factory. I spent a few years, at least, building it, and it has really come a long way, as you can see. Sorry, I guess due to the quality of the graphics, the rides don't completely materialize until I actually zoom in. But this park has more than 30 rides for guests of all ages, plus your standard food and drink stalls located throughout the park, in addition to restrooms and information kiosks. And let's start with the front of the park. Here I have a carousel called the Spooky Go Round. Pretty much all the rides are themed as Halloween. They're Halloween themed. Here's a mirror maze, the reflection house. Now here's an area with a lot of food and drink stalls. Cemetery. Throughout the park are also lots of benches where guests can sit, relax, eat, or drink. Now, I am going to move to the first roller coaster, which is the Green Zombie. The Green Zombie is a floorless roller coaster, meaning that guests have no floor under their feet. Their feet dangle directly above the track. And you can see how big it is. Now, I hope to do a separate video doing POVs of all the roller coasters, or a couple of videos of all the rides, sorry. This is a haunted car ride called Nightmare on Elm Street. This is a pipeline roller coaster called the Rat Ride. A crooked house, as it is called. Banshee's Wrath, which is like a discus ride, a pendulum ride. The Black Widow, themed on a spider. Now throughout the park you see creepy looking trees. This is a corkscrew coaster called the Poltergeist. Dante's Inferno. There are flames surrounding the ride. Kind of like a dragon, the devil, you could say. Now we come across... Oops, sorry. Actually, let's go to the junior roller coaster, which is called the Adorable Ghost. It's more kid-friendly, as you can see. This is a Haunted Mansion ride, the Ghost House. Next to it, nearby it, is an old windmill, a spooky windmill. Back to the main entrance. The Gallows. Kind of like a swing ride, I think. Yep, a swing ride. The Witches Training Academy. It's like a trampoline park. Here's a wooden coaster called Lane of the Haunted Birch. And these are birch trees all around. This is a suspended roller coaster called the Jumpire. You can see how big some of these coasters get, especially in the back of the park. This is, I think, a B&M sit-down coaster called a twister coaster in the game, called the Mummy's Curse. Now, I think the biggest ride in the park, nope, not the biggest, the second biggest, is a Giga coaster called Tycoon, but there's only 2 people on it right now. I really try to theme the entrances to these rides. A zipper ride, known as the Montour. The Devil's Defeat, that's the biggest ride. It's a launched roller coaster. There's only 1 person on it. And it goes through quite a few inversions. Then you have an inverted coaster called The Exorcist. Only 3 guests on that ride. Let's move over to this side of the park. Here you have an observation tower called the Tower of Terror. That way guests can have a bird's eye view of the entire park. Here's a swing ride called a sky coaster called the Big Broom. This area of the park is kind of like themed like a witch. And here's a dual launching coaster with 2 tracks. One track is called the Wicked Witch of the East, and then the other is the Wicked Witch of the West, both from the Wizard of Oz. So, I think that's pretty much it. You have a small Ferris wheel called the Spinning Web. Here's a bobsled coaster called the Red Worm. The Flying Fox, that's a flying coaster. Unfortunately, I have to find a way to get more guests on all these rides. And of course, I'm finding ways I can improve the park and the experiences with it. I kind of made this area of the park Egyptian themed because I have a sandy path and Egyptian themed lamps and trash cans. No benches here yet. Maybe I should put some down so that guests can relax. I'm just going to zoom all the way out again in case I missed anything. Here you have a bigger Ferris wheel, a full-size one called the Wheel of Death. Because remember, this park is completely Halloween themed. So pretty much everything should be spooky. You have another 2 cemeteries actually on either side of the queue path. And yep, I think I got everything. I got everything in the Fright Factory Park. And like I said, I hope to make some improvements to the park over time. But that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching my first video of an amusement park from RollerCoaster Tycoon 3. And I hope to upload more videos like this. I hope to show you more parks like this in the near future.